All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the barn, the Ice Dome.
Saturday night in Queenstown.
I'm Dave Dubnick,
I'm Joel LeBreton.
and we're going to bring you the second game of a two-game series between the SkyCity Stampede and the Botany Swarm. Joel, SkyCity Stampede came in second last night.
They did indeed.
Yes.
They did indeed. And we're going to have sound for the first
Yeah.
period here, hopefully. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. We'll leave that one up to the comments section.
Yeah. And another, like, in the whole league, Dunedin took it to the Admirals. So it's sort of a topsy-turvy beginning of the season.
I think they're currently in the lead in the game tonight as well.
Spoken like a true Stampede fan. People were asking me what happened, and I throw out a whole bunch of excuses. Not enough ice early enough, not enough practices. But to be honest, the Swarm came out strong.
They did come out strong.
I mean, both teams had a few early season jitters, but the Swarm just dominated. They had
absolutely.
They're
gonna be a contender this year.
Yeah,
not that they're not always a contender year on year now, but they've came into our house first game of the season and stamped their authority down and said, "Hey, you're not going to push us around this year.
We're here to play.
We're here to play hockey."
Yeah. So
and this year be a bit different. They're scoring goals and staying out of the penalty box.
Yeah, you mentioned that last night that they're far more disciplined.
Absolutely,
and that's wonderful
absolutely.
To see.
And it could come down to coaching. It could come down to roster lineup. There could be a million different reasons why. But hey, if they can continue that through the whole season,
success breeds success, confidence, and all those things. So we're looking at a second game here, and big shout out, big welcome to you locals that couldn't make it down. That Queenstown traffic trapped you up.
Oh yeah, it'll happen.
Stop it, David. And then regionally, all the fans in the neighborhood, and of course nationally.
Yeah.
Big hello to all the Swarm fans that didn't come down. We had a blistering hot day down here. Hard to believe.
It was a cracker.
It's not really hockey weather outside. I had to cut my swim short in the lake just to get here on time. But and internationally, we have people watching from all over.
It will be, yeah. It's as you said, it's hot outside. It feels cold in here, but it's about to heat up. I'd say as soon as that little rubber biscuit hits the ice, it's going to get spicy.
Absolutely. So we have referee Ted Howard, linesing Nick Flight, as well as Adam Nagy.
Yeah, so same team as last night, isn't it?
Yeah, I had a word with Adam. He says, again, we talk about the team members, the hockey team members not being battle fit, but Adam was saying that, pretty tired after a full day of skating, or a full evening of skating. And then this morning he had a bit of a referee's clinic. So
you got to hand it to the refs. They're out there skating pretty hard up and down.
They've got no shift change.
No, exactly.
All right, we're only moments away from puck drop.
All right, who we got starting the lineup here? Looks like Freya, and Ross and
with McIntosh. So
C-Mac in the middle.
A bit of a change from that starting lineup last night. Up against Kuptev, D'Amato.
And we're away.
On the red line, D'Amato drags it over the blue line. Taken down in the corner, back to Kuptev. Fans on that shot. D'Amato tries a shot, and it rolls to the corner.
That was fortuitous there for him not to be able to get a piece of that puck, because he was in a great shooting spot.
Simon's here out there tonight. I didn't notice him last night, so it's great to see. We've got Ross moving up with McIntosh, who drags it behind that. Ross takes a quick shot, hits Henderson, right in the pads, and Swarm moving out. Simon to Wimmer. Wimmer over the red line, lost it on his skates. And
Atwell
in the corner with Burns, and he's got some help, and it's tapped out to Sandoy on his own blue line. Boy, they came out fast and hard.
Right, yes. You can see the intensity. Swarms just put the the pedal straight down. And, not giving the Stampede a second to ease into the game, which, I mean,
Marcus McDonald with it on the blue line. Back to Sandoy in his own zone. Marching it out now. Over the blue line.
Oh.
Big stick work there in the neutral zone. McDonald can't handle it on the Stampede zone. And it's marched out. Chalice taps it up off of McCog's stick.
Rusky Jones mixing it up down there against the boards.
Big line changes, as in different lines tonight.
Yeah.
At least with the Stampede, I'm noticing. Kozak took a hit from Campbell. And behind
Campbell's going to be a big presence in the Stampede this year, I think.
Roby with it. Roby over the red line, fires it in. Campbell again collides with, I believe that was maybe Wimmer. Hey, Krishnanik fires it up. Koptiv.
Krishnarik.
Sorry about that, Krishnarik. Krishnarik's out of Tisdale, Saskatchewan. I'm out of Saskatchewan as well, so it's neat to hear. Wilson is studying. He's studying some chiropractic in Auckland and got scooped up by the Swarm wisely.
Nice.
He's a handy addition. Mom and Dad are in the stands watching.
Oh, cool.
Took a break from farming in Tisdale, Saskatchewan. Big hello to all our Canadian fans that are watching. Ross tries to poke it past the blue line, can't. Thule taps it back into the corner. Burns collects in the corner. Feeds Ross. He's got some, runs out of real estate, can't quite tap it in front. And Thule picks it up in the corner and starts to hustle it out. He's got support.
Oh, he's getting stood up there by True.
From Johnson, yeah, True just knocked Johnson down. And Stampede clear it up, but not out. True. Round to Burns. Burns. Cross ice to Ross. Ross on the red line. Hit by Simon. And icing is the call. Boy, pedal to the metal early in this.
Right, yeah. This is the intensity. And I mean, you know, that's what Swarm have got to do. They just got to put Stampede on the back foot immediately and not end up, you know, in the situation where they had to, you know, claw back the lead last night, even though they did, you know, end up winning by quite a big margin. They were down 2-1 in that first period.
Big shout out, Richie, Tanner, Cash, Kingston watching this at home. George and Sharka, Emmy, Davey, you're probably enjoying this. Bex, if you're watching, big shout out. McCog facing off deep in that Swarm zone. Puck rolls in front, and McCog couldn't collect that. Great opportunity there.
Whoa.
Grace Harrison.
Oh.
Rusky
Jones
says hello to Grace.
Yeah.
No malice in there, just couldn't stop.
No, I don't know what happened there. It took a weird bounce straight off the corner, straight towards Grace there. It looks like he's just kind of gone in and lost his footing.
Yes,
lost
an edge.
Clearly there was no malice in it because none of the Swarm players jumped on him.
Oh, if there was any sign of malice, there would definitely been all over him.
Oh, for sure.
All right, they're just sorting out, I believe, what happened with the contact. Great time to thank our sponsors. Of course, SkyCity. Couldn't have it happen without SkyCity. Big thank you. And LBRP Consulting. McDonald knocked off the puck by Clark. Clark's newly patched team member.
Yep, absolutely. First game last night. And it's good to see, actually, because last night you could see the nerves were just getting to him a little bit. Yeah. And he's an outstanding player. I've played with him before.
Is Atwell, sorry to interrupt.
No, yeah.
Atwell drags it to the corner, feeds McDonald behind the net. He's robbed finally by Clark. And Sandoy says hello to Rusky Jones. And McCog tipped over by McDonald. Swarm move it into Stampede zone, but it's quickly turned around. And great little flick pass by McCog to Campbell, who couldn't complete the pass to Roby, which would have been a tic-tac-toe move. Behind the net, couple Swarm, couple Stampede battling for it. Campbell railing it around. Up but not out. Sandoy keeps it in, but it's turned finally out. Cole spins, fires it behind the net. Freer with it. Freer. Hurring. Campbell. Roby.
Good
taps
look
it
through the middle there.
It was more of a deflection. Roby couldn't get enough of it to take a decent shot, but he put it on the net and forcing Harrison to jump on it.
Yep. Yeah, I think we're going to see, Campbell, Clark, a few of those younger guys, they got their first game out of the way last night. The nerves, you could see, were getting to them a little bit. Tonight, they're just all looking so much more confident.
Both those, Rusky Jones and Campbell coming out of a North American hockey season. They're fit as.
No, exactly.
Should be. Trout, cross ice to Ross, who can't collect it on the blue line. Offside's the call.
Yeah, there you go.
And there you have it. I'm sure the McCogs are watching tonight.
Yeah.
Harrison.
So you can see with the Stampede, they're clearly low on players because they must be playing with 5D because you've got Amston and True out there, and normally it's Amston and Burns line mates.
And then Burns and True at times.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're trying. That's Cam Freer trying his magic, just trying to find the magic combination.
Yep.
Just Stefan's having a discussion there with Adam Nagy. Face off on the offside dot. Ross over the blue line, just rails it around. Freer gives chase. Hay forces him to pass it around behind the net. Ross rails it. McIntosh was robbed by Delmato, and it rolls all the way down into behind the net of the Stampede. Ross, Amston, Freer on the red line. Freer cross, can't hit Ross. And it's pushed back into the Stampede area. Railing it around to Ross. Takes it behind the net. Burns kicks it up to nobody on the neutral zone, where Rusky Jones and Ross fight for it against Atwell. Burns with it now over the blue line. Simons just fires it back in. And so it was a mistake on that icing.
Yeah.
Adam Nagy, did you see that?
Yeah, he was. Yeah. You could see him. He was watching the players skating in to see who was going to win the race, and hadn't realised that Brooksy had come out of his net to play it.
So, but I mean, he knew right away it was a blunder. So
we can't. No, only commentators can be perfect, mate.
That's it. Yeah, I made a mistake once, but then that was a mistake because it wasn't a mistake.
Yeah, exactly.
Marcus McDonald can't move it through the neutral zone. It's picked up by Sandoy. And then Rusky Jones has it. Now Cossack has it over the blue line. Stops. Feeds Sandoy. Skates in front. Takes that shot.
Oh.
Deflection.
Clark, great job getting the stick on that.
And it sounds like Burnsy. Callum Burns going to this bin, to the ice box for 2 minutes.
For a slash.
I didn't see it.
I did not see it, but hey.
Yeah, it could have happened.
Could have. All right, well, we're going to see our first power play / penalty kill, depending on which side of the fence you sit.
Botany Swarm viewers, you'll be extremely happy after last night's result. Simons moves in, big clutter in front, and it just went wide. Puck trying to clear, and it took a dirty bounce and ends up where it shouldn't be. So we're going to have a face-off in that Stampede zone to the left of Aston Brooks. Big shout out to Liam and Lee, doing all the big business with the camera and the buttons.
Doing all the heavy lifting, making his looks sound good.
Yeah, I'm only here for my looks.
I've always said you've got a face for radio.
Face for radio. Koptev with it over the taps it over the blue line off the glass. Picked up by Stefan Amston.
Found a great little seam through the middle there.
Fires it all the way down behind the net. Simons on the blue line, his own blue line. Feeds up to Delmato. And he's robbed, and Stampede do another great job of just clearing it down perfectly behind the net of the Swarm.
Great forecheck by Hurley there to chase that down.
Just creating enough heat so they can't set it up from their own zone, which is really neat to see. Now Rusky Jones gives a little bit of heat. And finally, Swarm move it over the blue line. Atwell with it. Atwell still has it, being dogged by Freer. Cross ice to Sandoy, who loses it over the blue line. Only 44 seconds left in this penalty to Burns. Marcus McDonald over the blue line. Super dangerous dude as he takes it behind the net. Puck rolls in front, and again, just cleared all the way down the ice, forcing Harrison.
Yeah, it's not ideal going into a penalty kill situation with Burns sitting in the box.
One of your best penalty killers. And here's a chance from McIntosh. Moves it over the blue line. McIntosh. And he scores!
Slots it in, yes.
Grace, Colin was stick handling, and Grace started to move across the crease with him, and he left the puck behind.
He left the puck, and it just
glided in. Short-handed goal.
As I said last night, short-handed goals are always the sweetest.
After all that pressure that the Swarm had, McIntosh with his magic wand.
Yeah, magic wand just drifts it in. It's a Kuznetsov-style goal, that one.
Yes. Nicely done. Puck is dropped. Hopkinson against McIntosh on that face-off. Sandoy with it. And 6 seconds left in that penalty, so I was just a little bit of kerfuffle in front of the net and fed back.
There's good work by Amston there to be all over the forward, trying to break in and get that shot away. Just had his stick well tied up.
And that Marsh feeds up to Krishnarik, sorry. And then March again feeds up to Krishnarik, who takes a shot on net. It's tapped all the way down because the penalty's over. That's icing. So Stampede came out with a +1 on that.
Yeah, that's really the dream result of how you. That's how you kill penalties. Yeah. Score short-handed goals.
That'll bolster them,
yeah, well, exactly. I think Stampede will, hopefully run with that momentum a little bit.
Feed from that, but I mean, it's a long game, and we also we know that the Stampede got the first goal last night too. So.
Well, yeah, exactly. As you said, there's a lot of hockey left to play yet.
So Ross just flicks it over, and McIntosh is dogging Thuler, and here's a chance. Freer just over the red line tries to dump it. Thuler picks that up.
Oh, everyone going down left, right, and center here.
McIntosh bumped down.
Yeah, I think it must have caught a little knee on knee through the middle there. Just, I didn't see it was behind the play, but.
Tony, if you're still in Christchurch watching, yes, it was a bit of an unfortunate night for Aston. We'll see how he gets on tonight. Burns. Freer, red line. And offside's the call. That was quite a mess of bodies there. James, you'll be happy about the Dunedin result last night. James Van Leeuwen.
Oh, well and truly, yeah.
And Swarm moving it out. In front of the net.
Ooh.
Brooks just kicked it out, you know, and that puck's bouncing around in front. Perhaps it's easy. It's easy to make decisions.
He got pulled out quite far there, yeah.
But whether he should have covered or not, no. I'm always right.
Exactly.
Joel, you know that.
Yes, that is correct.
Delmato over the blue line. He's got Cossack with him. Cossack. Delmato takes a shot, and Brooks covers up. Sharka, you're going to let the kids stay up a little late tonight so that they can watch the whole game, you know. Come on. Come on,
little
Sharka.
Saturday night Stampede hockey.
Nothing better.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, it's good to see Sam Campbell and Rusky Jones out there quite a bit in the last two games. I think they're well and truly in the lineup now.
Ensconced, patched members of the Campbell.
Oh, damn. And if he keeps throwing hits like that, he's going to have a...
Yeah, well... I think that was Thula that went down pretty hard there. Campbell.
Blasted. I mean, he's a big boy.
Yeah, he's a big boy, but it's a long game and a long season.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Nothing. No arm was up, so no penalties called.
No, I think it was a pretty clean hit.
Discussions are had. All right, face off to the left of Brooks. Feed it up where Simons interrupts that over the blue line. And it's tapped back out where Wimmer has to chase it back into his own zone. To Simon. Bats it but doesn't get it out. But it hits the dead zone, so face-off will occur. Once again, we got the Wild playing next weekend here in Queenstown.
Well, that's gonna be a heck of a game as
well. Well, yeah, we gonna first game of the season against Auckland Steel. Krishnierik over the red line takes a shot on target. Clark pushes around behind the net where McIntosh picks it up. McIntosh, silky gloves, and the magic wand. Back to Amston in his own zone. Ross over the blue line. Shot.
Oh.
Wonderful.
Wow.
Shot right on Grace Henderson's pads, and then the rebound was there, but Ross couldn't make anything out of it. And again, here's a chance for Ross over the blue line. He's got McIntosh. He feeds McIntosh shot, but Grace says no way.
Straight to the chest.
Yeah. So great workout. The shots, Stampede shots are starting to increase.
Yeah, it's starting to look up a little bit.
So,
Swarm seem a little bit, a bit quieter over the last couple of minutes. So you're gonna need a little kick to get them back in the game.
Yeah, they've broken up the young guns. Do you notice? So, and they're playing in different lines.
Yeah,
maybe.
I did notice that because last night you had Rusky Jones and Campbell on the same line with Hurley.
Yeah, and now
tonight they've mixed it up a little bit, which both those guys will do well playing with some of the veterans like Chalice and Freer.
Shot on net. Fed to True. True's railed up by McDonald.
Marcus Atwell too.
And Atwell, yeah.
Just soaks it up and keeps on moving forward.
Big turnaround there into the neutral zone. McCog woken up there by Marcus McDonald. Atwell with it on his blue line. Cross ice. Thuler. Rusky Jones picks it up on the red line. And the Swarm push it down into the Stampede corner. Cross ice feed to Chalice. Chalice takes it behind the net. Waiting for everybody to get sorted. Freer starts to move it up. He's got a lane to the red line.
Yeah, dump it and get a change on here.
Rails it around. Ross in the corner. Roby with Wimmer in the corner. Roby, huge battle there. And Hurley gets a shot, which is blocked. Cole picks up a rolling puck over the blue line. He's bumped off the puck just as he was threatening.
Yeah, great work by Clark there to chase him down.
Yep. Bump him off the puck. And great feed up to Campbell, but Hopkinson intercepts that and taps it to the red line where
up into the net.
Up into that net. So we're starting all these different hockey leagues locally, and I believe you know, this is just the time when all the way from the beginning skaters all the way up to us oldies, our social leagues starting out now.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, Dress is going to fire up soon.
Yeah, so the rink will get no rest. Freer intercepts a pass, and his brother Lockie tries that one-timer from the high slot. Doesn't have a chance with that. And Sandoy with it now, over the red line. Rails it in. And McIntosh taps it all the way down for icing.
A little bit too much mustard on it. All right, what do we got? 4 minutes and 51 seconds left in this period. 1-0. Stampede taking the lead over the Botany Swarm here tonight. Dalmatau and CMAC with the draw.
Almost chewed up a full period. A very exciting hockey. How many? About 6 whistles in this whole.
Yeah, they've been letting the boys play, that's for sure. Oh, there's another one, but it's just an icing. They don't count.
Yeah, Clark fed McIntosh, who couldn't collect it, and icing is the call all the way back down.
They're looking for those long stretch passes up the wall there, which are great if they connect, but if they don't,
when they work,
you end up quite tired.
McIntosh against Delmato to the right of Brooks. Hay takes a shot from the blue line. McIntosh, Ross can't hit him. Thuler intercepts that over the blue line. Thuler slams on the brakes, feeds the center. McIntosh intercepts.
Oh, just a little bit ahead of Freer there, but he's going to win the race.
Just ran out of real estate. McIntosh just a little bit ahead of Freer on that pass. And Swarm end up with it. Wow, that was spectacular work there.
Yeah,
by
Johnson did a great
muscles
job
his way all the way
head
to the crease, but just got bumped off at the last second.
Oh, that was very lucky on
Marcus McDonald just about lost it right onto, I believe that was Ross's stick. Wimmer behind the net. And it's tapped up where Kozak picks it up over the blue line.
In behind Anston there.
And a narrow angle shot, forcing Brooks to cover that up.
There's quite a good move there by Kozak, just to sneak in behind Amston along those boards there, and got the puck came through, and he just had that 2 steps on him straight away.
Yeah, stealth-like.
Stealth-like, exactly.
Face off to the left of Brooks. Little flick pass.
Roski Jones chasing him down. Oh,
couldn't quite collect it, and
he had him tied up, but just couldn't get past get the puck.
To Atwell over the blue line. Atwell slams on the brakes, bounced off the puck where Chalice picks it up. Chalice over the blue line. Chalice shot. Harrison collects it and then drops it right in front, but nobody could bang it in. On the red line, Freer taps it. True, feeds it down into the corner, and it's behind the net where.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have
Simon.
A boarding penalty there.
Marsh. McDonald with it. Sandoy. Uh-oh.
No.
McCog and McIntosh. Or McCog and McDonald.
Offsetting penalties there. So
Right.
I believe that first one's going to be McCog for boarding because he hit I didn't see who it was down there in the numbers. And then McDonald
got
just
dragged into it.
that's you don't
that
want
old chestnut. And I don't know if you
coach
noticed.
is going to be unhappy about that.
Did you see the smile on McCog's face?
Yeah,
because he gets up and
he
says,
baited him into it. And hey, that's the game
yeah.
within the game, though. And what a savvy veteran move there, just luring the young kid into retaliating. And now we've got offsetting penalties.
Yeah, so 5-on-5, which
yeah,
gives both those boys a rest.
Exactly.
But McCog, that old chestnut.
And I take that as a win for Stampede because you've got McDonald off the ice.
True.
Which, is one of Swarm's top players.
Yeah, yes. And McCog's pretty handy himself.
Oh, well,
but
that's true.
he was
McCog is
always
very
dragged
handy.
into it, so he was already in.
He was already in.
Yeah. Oh, well, that old chestnut.
That old chestnut indeed.
Yeah. Richard, your son's pretty sneaky. Lindsay and Richard will be watching this at home, I imagine, as well as Harrison. In front.
Ooh.
Dalmato, cross ice to Kopta. Takes that shot.
Got a little tip in front there.
Beautiful work here by Swarm, keeping it in.
Yeah, really good cycling. Just using those point, getting the shot on, man in front of net, create traffic, get the tips.
Spectacular work there by Marsh to rob the Swarm Stampede player. Things have changed. There is only 1 minute left in the period.
Simon might need to get a watch. He looked like he's a bit late there.
And icing is the call. So do you notice a change in behavior in this last couple of minutes?
Yep.
It's just kind of shifting gears.
Well, this is going to be a big test for the Swarm because they're going to have to maintain their...
Yeah, they're cool.
They're cool because if they start getting scrappy, they're going to spend. They can't score goals from the penalty box, as McDonald is currently finding out.
Back to the point where Simons takes a quick shot. Puck deflected to the corner, picked up, and back to Wimmer takes a shot wide of the net. Roby. And just a great work by Hurley to clear it out.
I tell you what, it looks like the Stampede are on the penalty kill here, though.
Yeah, they've just a little bit against the ropes.
Yeah.
Rusky Jones battling against Wimmer in the corner. Simons with it now. Big feed up to
Chris Nierick.
Chris Nierick takes that shot.
Oh, great save by Brooksy there.
And here's Hurley. Hurley over the blue line, takes the shot. Puck rolls, feeding the Swarm, but they can't control it. Amston.
Oh.
Dirty bounce at the red line, goes back into the Stampede zone. Unlucky. Puck rolling around in front.
Oh, that's
so lucky that
for a goal.
Atwell had it, and that was him all alone in front against.
This veteran move by Burnsy there to thread it through the
Here's
rafters.
McIntosh. McIntosh controlling the puck. He's got Freer on the side. McIntosh shot. Great glove save by cross ice. Amston with it. Amston on the blue line takes a shot. And that ends the game, or ends the period. But it looks like down and out.
Look at that Kozak.
Down with he's holding his leg quite. He hasn't really moved much. since he went down, and the play was happening all around him. Well, that's the end of the first period. They'll collect Kozak, and we'll end this period. Give the boys a rest. Whole different ending here. 1-0 for the SkyCity Stampede.
Yeah, well, let's hope that we've got the medical staff out there attending to Kozak currently. They've got him up here.
Yeah.
And go with the ice. It's not something you ever want to see.
No. Oh, well. Goal there, first goal for the Stampede tonight. McIntosh. And no other reply from the Swarm. We'll bring you the second period shortly. And the puck is dropped. We're in
way.
second period here. Rolling along in the Stampede zone. Johnson behind the net. True collects it in the corner. Out, up but not out. Ends up on McIntosh's stick. Simon fires it back in. Brooks behind the net, stopping it. In front, shot. Beautiful tee up there in front, but just wide of the net. Simon's on the red line. Turns around, fires it back in. Puck rolling around. Good opportunity there for Marcus McDonald, hungry as. Fighting for it. Dirty bounce off the backboards. Rolled in front. Stampede couldn't collect it. Marcus McDonald in there like a shark.
He jumped all over that.
Yeah.
He had a very, very good opportunity.
He was getting bumped around afterwards. Wasn't happy about that. But handy to the net. Perhaps the Stampede players took offense to that. I see Kozak's back out there. So that injury that was looked quite dramatic.
It did look quite dramatic and severe, yeah.
Yeah, obviously got what it needed to fix it up.
Yeah, hopefully.
All right, face off.
Hopefully, the physio sorted him out in the room.
To the left of Brooke. Marsh takes a shot, blocked. Here's a chance for Chalice. Chalice chasing it down into the warm zone, and it rolls behind the net. Chalice has it, can't get it. Picked up by Marcus McDonald. McDonald over the blue line, shot just wide, rails it up.
There, yeah.
Kept in, no, not kept in by Kozak. And Marsh can't beat that, so Chalice picks it up, shot high and wide. Narrow, sorry. Rusky Jones taps it behind Harrison. Chalice rails it around to the far corner where McDonald picks it up. McDonald pushed off the puck. And the puck rolls out. Burns collecting his neck piece.
Oh, looks like we're coming in strong to this.
Wow, both of
this
them.
first period. And yeah, sorry about the stream there; it was frozen. But yes, Kozak is back out there skating on the ice. So it's good to see him back out there.
Face off to the left of Harrison. Puck back, forcing Freer to boogie hard because he's being dogged there
Hopkinson.
by Hopkinson. Collects it just, taps it up to the Swarm blue line. Hay collects that, takes it behind the net, up but not out. Bang back onto the stick of Roby, who couldn't take the shot.
Good stick there by Hayter to interfere with Roby there.
Centering as Hurley went down, he centered it, but
it's a great pass.
yeah, just no one there to collect it.
No.
And Campbell can't collect it along the boards. Thula forced back into his own zone. Drags behind the net. Off of McIntosh's skate. Roby with it on the blue line. Centering. Oh, spectacular work there, Ross. Harrison. Ross tries another one, picked up by McIntosh, kicked off the moorings, I believe.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
That old chestnut. Well done, Grace.
It was a big sprawling save from Grace. Yeah, absolutely.
Just it caught sort of unawares. It didn't look as fierce as it was, but just that momentum changed direction quickly.
It often does.
Face off to the left of Harrison. The Wizard McIntosh. Stick handling. It all started from a little bit of a steal on the red line, but nothing of it. Face off to the left of Harrison. Behind the net. Up to the red line. Picked up by Krishnierik, thank you. And Hopkinson takes it to the corner. Puck in front. Great work by
big
Krishnierik
there.
But Krishnierik to take that shot close range. Shallow, deep slot. And Brooksy saves that. Both teams came out with a whole bunch of fire in their belly. And it's tapped behind the net. Wimmer leaves. For Delmato. Rob centering for Freer, who couldn't get a shot away at the last second, was robbed. Johnson over the blue line. Johnson takes a shot, and Brooks gloves that. Slows things down. Gives them a line change and a chance to regroup. Wow. It's just stepped up another gear. Delmato up against McCog. And Freer rails it around. Tapped out by Joe.
No, deflected off Chalice there into the zone.
Freer with it now in the corner. Taps it up to Rusky Jones. Rusky Jones cross feed to Chalice. Can't collect it. Kupchev over the blue line. Marches it in behind the net. Leaves in front. Just sneaky enough, but couldn't be collected. Simons on the blue line. Simons pushes it into the slot, but again, couldn't get collected. Chalice trying to feed Rusky Jones. Good defensive work by Remy Sandoy. Back to Jones. Burns takes that shot. Puck bouncing in front all over the place. Just wide was the shot. Racing in was Freer. And it's fed back in behind the net. End-to-end hockey. Burns forced to chase.
Yeah, much needed change from
the Swarm. Shot up in front of the net, deflected wide. And it's sitting on the blue line, tapped just into Swarm zone. Center ice material as Roby tries to collect it. Sandoy pushes it behind the net. Flick through.
Auckland team, Botany just don't have the touch to be able to slot it through the rafters there.
So for those that don't understand the rafters here, the girders, if the puck touches the girder, then it's dead. Yeah. But if it happens to roll
if
through.
If you're just sneaky enough to slot it through of the...
I wouldn't say it's skill. I think it's absolute luck, to be honest. But this is a very low ceiling.
It is.
So face off in the Swarm zone. Back to the point. Amston taps it up to Ross. Takes a shot. Ooh, just narrow.
Oh, I can see Mac trying to stuff it home there.
Tries.
And
Harrison, outstanding.
Great work by Harrison there to close down McIntosh.
Sprawling everywhere. McIntosh tried the old wraparound and then had another chance.
Yeah, pulled it back, and she had it, nice and tight up against the post there, and nothing to shoot at. Yeah,
she's a spectacular goaltender.
She is.
Back to Amston on puck rolling around in front. McIntosh can't get a piece of it. And finally, they get it to the red line where March loses it just on the red line. Sandoy tries to hit Steen. Steen over the blue line, pushes it behind the net. Freer taps it up. And icing is the call. Delmato, Kupchev, Thuler. Out there for the Swarm. Johnson arriving late. Face off to the right of Brooks. Freer starts to move it over. Just gets over the red line and taps it in behind the net. Collected by the Swarm. Pushed back to the red line. Cross ice to Chalice. Chalice feeds McIntosh. McIntosh can't center. Freer tries to stuff it under Grace's pads, but no luck there. Turned around. Johnson marches it over. Delmato. Delmato marches to the slot. And again, a couple big hits. A couple big swipes at it. And Brooks is forced to
Cover it up.
Yeah, make a few good saves and then says, enough of this nonsense, and covers it up. End-to-end hockey.
It is really
Joel.
end-to-end hockey, yeah. But you can see Stampede have actually putting a lot more pressure on the Swarm so far in this period.
Yeah.
Not to say that the Swarm are slouching either. You know, they're giving it just as good as they're getting it. But yeah, I feel like the Stampede have been pressing a lot harder.
Goaltender Harrison being tested, but found spectacular, made some spectacular saves.
Well and truly, yep, just feeling it.
Atwell facing off for the Swarm in that Stampede zone. Marching it out. Campbell can't control it. Runs out of real estate into the corner with Simons. That's Steen. Big feed to Kozak over the blue line. Kozak tries to get it past True, but just loses it at the last second, and it rolls to the corner. Back to the point shot. Whether it was kick save or deflected, rolls to the blue line. Simons with it, battling against Chalice. And Chalice has it in the corner. Pushes it around the boards to Freer. Freer. Campbell. And offside is the call.
Oh, that's unlucky.
Unlucky as Freer, defenseman, starts
going for a gallop?
Yeah, going for a gallop. Yeah. Let the ponies run. Face off in the offside dot. Hurley facing off. He's got Campbell and Roby with Clark and Burns in defense.
It was a great play by Kozak there as well. It's, you know, it just shows how good a player he is and how much of a warrior he is to come back from that devastating injury at the end of the first period and be able to rebound like that, you know?
Yeah. Oh, puck rolls behind the net. Roby with it. Loses it. Shot on net. Forces Brooks to. That was a really good work there by, I think it was Johnson that collected that. Or Hopkinson maybe, that collected that puck and got that shot right on target.
Yeah, as you said, Brooksy just shuts it down really quick and don't need to be giving these guys any chances.
Face off to the right of Aston Brooks. Back to the point. Sandoy with the shot. Doesn't make it to the net. And that was Ross trying to off the boards, ends up off the timber or metal on the roof. Into the dead zone. Face off to the left of Brooks now. Hopkinson, March. Steen. Sandoy. Out there for the Swarm. Battling for it along the boards. Finally pushed out. Controlled by Clark. Clark starts to move it forward. It's Ross on the blue line. Ross, big long shot. It's going to be a little bit more sneaky than that.
Yeah, a little floaty one. Grace saw that one coming from a mile away.
Maybe looking for a deflection or something, but there wasn't enough Stampede players in front to help that out. So now we'll have a face-off to the right of Harrison. McIntosh facing off for the Stampede. Clark, nice move to move in. Dances past a couple of the Swarm players. Or Amston, sorry, dances past a couple of the Swarm players. Delmato with it now on the blue line. He's got
Koptev through the middle there.
Koptev, who just couldn't quite get past Ross. Hay pushes it up the boards. True has it now on his own blue line. Taps it up. Feeds Ross. Taps it in. Around. Lachlan Freer can't collect. But he ends up back to McIntosh.
Oh, great dish there to Ross, but couldn't slide it home.
And icing is the call. My goodness, that looked like nothing coming out of it, but Freer to McIntosh, or McIntosh to Freer, Freer to Ross, and Harrison had to come up with a quick save. She had to get across
I feel like we're going to be saying that sentence a lot this season. Free to McIntosh, McIntosh to Ross, vice versa.
Right.
You can put any name in any location there, and you're going to get good results.
Puck railed around behind the net. Up, but kept in. It's in the corner. Turned up now. Koptev chases it along the boards. He's got Freer going down hard up behind the net. Feed to Simon in front. Simon takes a quick shot right on the money. Chalice couldn't get there in time, and Simon.
Yeah, it was really close. He almost got to stick to it there, but
great little snapshot from Simon, right on the money. But Brooks, had there been a deflection or something, that could have been a whole different result. Kozak, McDonald, and Atwell there for the front line for the Swarm. Chalice with it to Burns behind the net. Burns being heavily pursued by McDonald. Gets it up to Rusky Jones, Rusky Jones centering. Puck bounces off the post or something right in front, but just ends up on a Swarm stick over the blue line.
No sneaky shot there from Simon.
Simon couldn't get a piece of that. He was all set to do it. No icing. McDonald with rubbed up against the boards. Tackle in front along the board. Kozak with it. Beautifully feeds. Great shot there. Great work. I think that was Steen who had a great chance there. Wimmer who had a great chance there.
Just couldn't quite slip it up the boards there.
Cole centering.
Bouncy puck through the middle there.
And Hopkinson can't get a piece of it. Up and dirty bounce over the stick where...
Yeah, that was very fortuitous for the Stampede there.
I mean, he was all over it, except it just bounced over his stick, which... and they end up...
icing from this.
Right, they end up with an icing, so meaning no change. Puck marches all the way back into Swarm territory. And that was, it could have been an icing on the Stampede, but Marsh he might have got a piece of it. But
it didn't look like it kind of popped up over.
All right, face off to the left of Harrison. Puck rolling around on the dot and finally collected by the Swarm. Bounces over the blue line. Cole and Campbell having words. I can't quite pick out the language.
I think Hayes down there saying that he really respects Campbell's game.
Yeah,
it's good to see the young kids coming up through the ranks here. And Campbell was just saying that.
Thank you very much.
Hey, I really respect that. You as a veteran. Your opinion means a lot to me. Thank you.
Stop it.
And then Cole was like, "Hey, I couldn't agree more with Hay here. He's a tenured player in this league, and his opinion rings true." And then Campbell was like, "I really, really appreciate that. I respect you guys as a team, and I'm looking forward to doing more battle with you this year."
Boy, oh boy, you could be a politician.
That's what I picked up from it anyway. But I could be wrong. I'm not a lip reader.
Loosely translated.
Loosely translated, yeah.
All right, so chance for the Swarm. Simons with it on the blue line. 5-on-4. Yamato Swarm shot. And Brooks covers that up. But you notice that plan there with Cole just drifting in front.
Right in Brooks' kitchen there,
Screen, deflection, anything.
High risk, high reward, though. Very high risk, but potentially high reward, too.
Johnson facing off for the Swarm, tapped out to the red line. Simon with it on his blue line. Johnson over the blue line, still has it, centering. Puck rolls in front, no one there to collect it.
Through the slot there.
And big feed up to McIntosh. McIntosh can't collect that.
Couldn't get it.
the magic wand.
That is unfortunate.
He's got a broken blade, I believe.
Oh, he does
Was
too.
Cole, the way he was stepping off the ice. McIntosh pushed from behind.
Nothing in it.
Crowd wanted something out of that. Kozak rails it around, where True's going to chase it down. And it's tapped up in front where Simons takes that shot. Puck rolling around and scores!
And slotted it.
Finally. Just enough
Chris
clutter in
Nierick.
front. Yes.
Yeah, Chris Nierick with that one. Great Sally too.
The Tisdale kid pushes it in. Great to see. He's been doing some heavy lifting there and finally gets rewarded for that.
Yeah, he has been. Yeah, he's been playing well all night.
There's the broken blade coming off
Yep.
the ice.
Yeah.
That's Cole. He's going to have to get his. That's a bit of a bummer. That's hard.
Nice. They grabbed the puck, so that must be his first goal with the Swarm, I would say.
Okay. All right. Chalice is being told to straighten up.
Straighten up, fly right.
So we've got a 1-1 game here. Gosh, there's only 7 minutes left in this period. It's been about 6 whistles.
Yeah, exactly. It's still a lot of hockey to be played, though.
Yeah, halfway through the game.
Yeah.
Marsh off the boards. Chalice can't collect it. Marsh feeds back to Sandoy. Sandoy to Kozak. Kozak over the red line, over the blue line. Shot straight on the money where Brooks covers that up.
That's what we like to see. That I hope the Swarm continue to shoot at that spot all night.
Yes, right on the numbers.
Right on the numbers. Just aim for the little Stampede bull's head.
Bullseye.
Bullseye.
So Stampede still trying to get it out of their own zone. Can't. Steen in the corner. And Krishnarik with it. Across the Steen, over the blue line. Steen knocked down by McIntosh. Rooks forced to release. There's no pressure. Puck bounces over the stick of.
Oh, good bounce there for Ross. Oh.
Oh. McIntosh absolutely clears out the net. And Harrison rolling around on the crease.
Gosh.
And the puck was bouncing in front of the crease.
Yeah, he's just run out of real estate, got a little nudge and gone straight over Harrison into the net there.
Yeah.
Maybe he's okay.
Kind of looked like a fish flopping around in the net there. So they're just resetting the net. Face-off will be in the Swarm zone. Oh, Adam is trying to decide where to drop the puck.
I think Swarm get the choice maybe.
Okay. Linesman Nick Flight's dropping the puck to the left of Harrison. Swarm with it. Mark fires it up. Johnson couldn't quite complete that. Couldn't hit the money. And icing is the call. All the way back down.
All
6
right.
minutes and 25 seconds left. 1-1 game, second period. Makings for a very exciting second half.
Oh, well and truly. You can already see the Swarm with a little bit more pep in their step. You know, equalising a goal like that at this point of the game. Yeah, it's good to see. Oh, you got
Buehler taps it over the, and it ends up over the boards. Good to see Hutch out there.
Yeah,
Jake
Jesse out there. Jesse Hutchins.
Yeah.
Almost called him
Another-
Sammy Hutchins.
His father, Sammy, very
Yeah.
proud of that.
Yeah.
Another patched team member. McCog couldn't bust through that swarm defense. He's turned around. Atwell collects it in the corner. Being hustled by Burns.
Yeah, Burnsy
He's
is
got
doing
McDonald.
a great job locking him up down there.
And he gets some help from McCog. Atwell still controlling. Back to Wimmer on the point. Just doesn't quite get a full collection on that shot. Chalice taps it into the corner.
Oh. Wimmer just upends Rusky Jones.
No
there.
whistle is blown. They kind of just buttoned off while he got up off the puck, which is really polite.
Yeah.
Because they could have been digging for it through his body, which is...
Oh, Burns just gets planted there. You can see the physicality just stepping up that little bit now. It's good.
Burns with it on the red line. Just flicks it back in, forcing Swarm behind their own net. Tapping it up and all the way down the ice. Looks like icing will be the call. Trapping Swarm in their zone without a line change.
Yeah, and now we've got a top line out there with Ross, Freer, C-Mac, Amston, and Freer.
The wizard. The three wise men.
The three wise men. I don't know about that.
Kept in by Freer.
To Freer, yeah.
Wait till both Campbells, both Rusky Joneses, and both Freers are out.
And both Hutchins as well, probably at some point.
Imagine that.
Stampede does have a long streak of good brotherly combos.
Yeah. McIntosh with it in his own zone. Being harassed by Hopkinson. Past Steen and just dumps it into the corner. His one-handed stick handling. Just fending off. Shot. Score!
Oh, what a play. What a play there.
Mitchell Freer, low, hard shot.
Just slots it.
Five hole for Grace.
Yep, great dish from Ross there to just wheel around behind the net. Straight out to the point.
Well. So, Mitchell Freer collecting a point there.
One of many, no doubt.
Yeah, James, I don't know what happened on that injury earlier, but it didn't look, well, Kozak's back out, so it couldn't have been that bad.
Yeah.
Burns with it on his own blue line. Burns, red line, backhands it into the corner.
Yeah. As I said, it's just a testament to his toughness to be able to rebound from something like that, you know. Come back out, true warrior.
Burns wasn't quite over the red line when he dumped that, which means that icing is the call, forcing the Stampede back into their own zone. A chance for Delmato. He'll feed Marsh probably, or Johnson. See what happens here. Well, he's got Sandoy there in the backfield. Back to Sandoy. And it's pushed up.
Ooh.
Clark pushes it in. And Roby gives chase. Roby with it. That's great stick lift by Johnson at the last second on Campbell, I believe. Chalice with it on the blue line. Can't get it past. And True can't keep that in.
I'm not going to go for icing either.
And Amston, big feed pass.
Nice. Good skate too.
No icing. And it's
3 minutes
back
left in the period as well.
Whew, I'm getting confused here with all this end-to-end hockey. Johnson with it over the blue line. Johnson just knocked off his stick by Amston, and it's all the way down the ice. And icing is the call. That'll slow things down.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, there's lots of action.
I know, yeah. Lots of hits getting thrown out there now. Bringing back the biff.
Elbows up.
Elbows up, exactly. Pucks down, elbows up. And always keep your stick on the ice.
Always keep your stick on the ice, yes. Atwell facing off for Swarm. Little flick pass to Matt Cog. Collected by Simon. Tapped across to McDonald over the blue line. Shot! Real bullet there.
That was a great clapper. Straight at the bullseye, though.
Yes, once again, Brooks all over that. Tony Anston's having a great game tonight. Krishnarik on there with Atwell and Kozak. Krishnarik with it, behind the net, centers, no one there to collect it. Picked up by Chalice over the blue line, centering.
Oh,
Rusty Jones couldn't get a chunk of it. Crowd's liking the hits.
Yeah.
I watched this hitting, and I'm so glad I'm just involved with the non-hitting old man's league.
100%.
Whammer drags it back, passes it behind the net. Being harassed, though. Ross all over it.
Done well.
Simon just gets it out. It was Krishnarik over the red line, over the blue line, shot. And Brooks gathers that up. Big shout out if anyone's around the world listening to this.
Another hockey night in Hockey Town.
Hockey night, yes. Old time hockey here.
Yeah, it is turning into a little old time hockey, isn't it?
In the barn.
Yeah.
Marsh with it on his.
It's where Swarm need Rosicka here, just calm things down a little bit.
I don't know if he calmed things down last year. He heated things up, to be honest. Big bat of the puck, and it ends up all the way down behind the net. And Steen chases that down. Marsh with it over the red line, over the blue line. Shot, puck bounces in front and had to be cleared by Amston. And unfortunately, that
going to go for icing, but you know
that puck was bouncing in front of the net.
Pretty dangerous, just popping in front there.
We're into the 1 minute and 1 second left.
Nice. I'll give a quick shout out to some sponsors then while we're here. We've got LBRP Consulting, SkyCity Queenstown, of course, Queenstown Health, Carter's, Octa Project Management, Cook Brothers Construction, long-time sponsors of the Stampede here.
Kicked off the puck in the slot just as Johnson was about to take the shot. Ross bumped off the puck by Thuler. And it's railed around and up and not out. Well, McIntosh gets it out finally to Ross. Ross over the red line. Gets a bit of pace. Leads
edge,
Freer takes that shot. And Harrison makes the save. That was quite a tight angle.
Real sharp angle shot there, yeah. We've got WT Partnerships, helmet sponsors for the Stampede here this year. MediaWorks, James Allen Photography, A-Build, Event Finder, Queenstown Ice Hockey Club, and then we've got all the players with their individual sponsors. Without you guys, none of this happens. So big ups to all our sponsors out there.
Big thanks to Ted and Dan Graham.
Oh, absolutely, yep.
Polishing up the ice and the windows here.
Yep.
Making it a nice place to play.
Yeah, I did see Randy polishing all the pock marks off the glass
from last
behind
night.
The net from last season. So everyone, make sure you're shooting straight and true towards the net.
Yeah, don't dirty the glass. Shot from the point.
Just like that.
And another one. But Harrison was all over that. Kept in by Freer. Finally collected.
22 seconds left in this period.
Campbell with it. Feeds true over the red line. Fires it in. Puck rolls to the corner. Kozak collects it. Kozak fires it out. And icing is waved off. True collects that. Feeds behind the net for Freer. And that ends That ends that
period.
second period. Holy moly.
I thought McDonald had a ponytail there for a second, but it's just his neck guard's always hanging off.
Yeah, it keeps coming off.
Yeah,
You'll
yeah,
have
yeah.
to get that stapled on.
Yeah, just tape it on.
Oh, well, that ends the second period.
What a second period it was, too.
2-1 for the Stampede. We'll have a break here and then tangle up. I can't imagine what this third period is going to be like.
I know what it's going to bring, spiciness.
from his own zone. Freer over the red line, dumps it in. It's railed up and around. Lachlan Freer can't control it.
Oh, good clear. Good stick by Freer there.
It's fired back up to the neutral zone. D'Amato can't control it as Sandoy races in on it. Kind of a puck end over ender right onto Brooks's pads. Welcome back to the third period. 2-1 Stampede.
We're set for a barn burner, I think. 2-1.
Big ups to Dunedin beating the Admirals tonight, meaning that
Top of the table,
Dunedin. Wow, that's spectacular. So we've got ourselves a real interesting early season with results all over the show. Thanks for that update, James. Oh my goodness. So we're on a 5-on-4. Stampede got sat down. And it looks like maybe it's Amston that's off.
Yeah, Amston in the box there, yeah.
Sheesh. That's early in the, and that's not like Stefan Amston.
No, definitely not.
Without a stick. Marsh dropped his stick. So Sandoy feeds Kozak. Was fired around the boards.
Good stick by Chelsea there to knock that out.
Cleared out. Atwell picks it up in his own zone. Leaves for Sandoy. Atwell on the red line. Blue line. Takes it to the corner. Being harangued by McIntosh.
Can't quite get it out.
And Sandoy with it. Puts it in the corner. Hurley just rails it down, forcing the Swarm back into their own zone. SkyCity Stampede didn't need to fight a penalty this early period.
No, definitely
it's
not.
Something you wish for. D'Amato bumped off the puck on the red line. And Swarm
post and march there.
Allowed to march in. And short shot, point blank range, and Brooks is forced to cover that up.
Yeah, 44 seconds left in this power play / penalty kill.
Face off to the right of Brooks. McIntosh up against March. Back to Simon on the blue line, cross. But McIntosh just does enough to push it out. And the Swarm are forced to regroup in their own zone. Bouncing puck. Tangled up with the referee.
Poor Nagy copped the brunt of that one.
Yes. Johnson with it, shot. Covered up by Brooks.
Oh.
Johnson was running out of real estate quickly. Needed to take that shot.
He was.
He had a bit of...
Yeah, Brooksy was right out of his crease there too.
Yeah.
So
he cut off the angle, I think, with that.
Yeah. 18 seconds left in this power play / penalty kill. This power kill.
Power kill. McIntosh coming off this penalty kill. Leaving up to McCog. True. Chalice. And Burns. Dalmate with it behind his own net. Leaves. Back to Dalmate. Simons tries to get over the blue line, and it's just
jumped back on the net.
Smacked back. And trying to rail it around, it must have hit something live, something that isn't part of the ring.
No, I think it went up in the netting there. And we got Amson back out, so that penalty power play is now done.
Yes, and it's face off deep in that Swarm zone, so how about that?
Exactly. Get that McCarg, Rusky, Jones, Chalice line out again as well.
Hopkinson over the blue line, off of a skate.
Good
Turned over
block by
Chalice.
Anderson there.
Big feed up to McCog. McCog.
Oh, he slots it through. Oh, outstanding.
He was being dragged down. I think it went in. I didn't see the red. I didn't see the red light go on.
No, it did. It slotted in behind her there.
I don't know. Being dragged down while he shot was a difficult task.
That was extremely great goal.
At home, please play that back and see it again. Lindsay, Richard, Harrison, you've got to be proud of that. All right, so we just inched up again, one step further, 3-1. 16, lots of time left, 16 minutes left. A bad pass across ice.
Big pizza through the middle to McDonald there.
Yeah, the last guy you want to leave a puck in front of the net.
Exactly.
Luckily, they just got onto him before he got the shot away. McIntosh tries to bully his way through. Burns taps it up where McIntosh gives chase against Wimmer in the corner. McIntosh ends up with it behind the net. Centering, no one there to collect it.
No one home, unfortunately.
And behind the net to McIntosh again. He's left back there. Hits Freer. Freer feeds behind the net. McIntosh is tangled up. And Freer goes to help. And McDonald ends up with it and taps it to the red line. Burns with it. Burns waiting for McIntosh to clear the zone. And Burns has a Burns.
Burns comes through with
Shot
it.
And
Ross
gives a little flick backhand. Burns was left he was tangled up, but not heavily.
Yeah.
And was able to maneuver.
Oh, that puck just popped out perfectly in front there.
Ross gets a swipe at it, but Harrison comes up, trumps again. Just amazing.
She's been big for Swarm tonight.
Yeah, I think she big ups. She's doing a great job. Hurley with it.
We got Campbell and Robbie out there. True and Amston on the back end.
Sandoy rails it along the boards. Kupdev can't carry it past the blue line. That's pushed up to Roby. Roby, blue line, waits, cross ice, can't feed Campbell. Campbell just taps it in behind the net where Roby gives chase. Roby's pushed up against the boards. He's got Roby shot.
Oh,
Grace, unbelievable glove deflection. She just got a piece of it to stop.
that was quite a shot from Roby there. It's kind of rolled up and over the pads, and Grace has managed to maintain her cool, calm things down, and cover it up.
Play that one back for us, folks. Tell us what you think.
We don't have that kind of technology here. Need Auckland money for that kind of technology.
Auckland money. Careful. Someone's going to comment about Queenstown money. Shot from... Who was that?
Top of the circles. It was... Krishniak.
Krishniak, yes.
Krishniak.
I didn't see the number
I'll
till
get the
now.
cadence right.
Puck bouncing over a stick on Hay, and Thuler forced back behind his own net, being harassed by Rasky Jones and McCog. Krishniak with it now. Feeds Hopkinson on his own blue line. Across to Thuler on the blue line. Red line, Thuler controlling. Neutral zone, fires it in. Up and just out. Where Simon taps back to Wimmer. Wimmer with it in his own zone, moves it to the neutral zone, fires it in.
Oh, funny bounce off that backboard there.
Unlucky bounce for the Stampede, but just lucky that it was collected and shot deflected off the timber.
Yep. Up top, 13:58. Swarm have been getting their opportunities here, but Stampede is holding strong.
3-1.
Worst lead in hockey, they say.
Yep. For those that forgot, I'm Dave Dubnick.
I'm Joel LeBreton.
Just in case. Union makes us say that.
Yeah. Oh,
Big bouncing pass.
straight through the rafters too, that one.
And Ross harassing, and he's got McIntosh with him. And it's in the corner where Locke gives chase. Simons ends up with it, drags behind the net. Cross to Wimmer. Feeds Delmato over the blue line. Delmato, very dangerous. McDonald can't collect that on the red line. Thuler with it, drags it back into his own zone, looking for a setup all the way behind the net. He's got McDonald and Johnson with Sandoy back there.
Ross just watching on, waiting to see what's going to happen.
Looking for the magic formula. Ross ends up with it, kicked it off Sandoy. McIntosh takes a shot deflected just high. Gosh, that was dangerous. Sandoy just shot one time that couldn't keep it in was Clark. Clark feeds back to Burns. Burns off the boards to the red line. Ross, Burns, Clark now on the red line. Clark over the red line, fires it on where Thuler stops it and pushes it back to the red line. Clark hits McIntosh. Roby
through the
muscled
middle.
off the pocket of blue line. Good heavens, end to end here.
Right.
Amston. Pass intercepted by Kozak. Feeds Krishnarik. Krishnarik marches in on that narrow side. And Brooks stops that shot.
Covers up and says no thank you.
Wonderful playing. So much end to end.
Yeah, there has been, hasn't there? You can see a lot of energy coming up from both teams now. Obviously, Swarm got to dig deep here and find some momentum to be able to, at least get another one to
start clawing back
yeah,
quickly. So it's waved off, forcing Thuler all the way back into his own corner where he's being pushed around by McCog, but he ends up with it over the red line. Feeds Steen, takes a shot wide. Tapped up where Roby encounters Hopkinson, and it rolls to the blue line. Over, shot just
played wide there.
Just a little bit wide. Here's a chance for Rusky Jones. He marches past Thuler. Rusky Jones still has it, drags, and once again, Harrison comes up trumps, robbing Rusky Jones of that goal. Boy, they owe her a couple hamburgers.
Definitely. Burger King ones, though, not Ferg Burger.
Chalice with it in his own corner. Rusky Jones cross ice to Chalice. Chalice over the blue line. Tapped off his stick, and it rolls to the neutral zone. Clark cross to Freer. Funny combinations, you'll notice. The defense, they're trying all these different scenarios. Clark, Burns, Amston, Freer. Delmato over the blue line, left untouched. Marches it in, right on the numbers. Puck rolls just behind the net. Looks like somebody's struggling. Freer struggling to get up in front of the net. Took a bit of a push, and he's luckily covered up by Brooks and is given a chance to come off. And he looks like he's in a little bit of a state. We'll see what happens there. I was talking to Luana Freer, Mitchell's mom, saying that Mitchell's son was here, little guy.
Oh, yeah,
was able to see Dad's goal.
Oh, that's cool. Jesse Hutchins out there.
Ross, Clark, Hutchins, McIntosh, the wizard. Burns up to Jesse Hutchins, pushes it.
Gets a little welcome from Atwell there.
In the corner, behind the net. Atwell, center to McDonald, tries that narrow shot. Puck flicked up, and here's a chance for Ross.
Here we go.
Ross with Hutchins.
Jesse there, where?
McIntosh shot, blocked, beautiful shot.
Big block from Marsh there.
Yeah, but Marsh fields it. McIntosh, one time from Burns. It was a missile.
Eat it up there, yeah.
Yep, into the stratosphere, but still off the glass, and it's kicked all the way down the ice. And no icing, so it's behind the net with Burns. Feeds Ross.
That's smart move from Brooksy there. The Stampede obviously had a bit of momentum going. It's good to keep it
going.
Yep.
All right, here's the shot from, I think that was Wormer who took that shot.
Yep. But easily.
Oh,
easily
Steen, sorry, Steen took that shot.
Steen took it. Easily swallowed up by Brooksy though.
So, face off to the left of Brooks. End to end. Nobody's dominating.
No.
Just moments of clarity for both teams. Hay takes a quick shot, rolls behind the net. Just moved forward by
Amston.
Amston, who's
4 swarm players following him into the end there.
And it rolls around behind the net where Krishner pushes it to the red line. Picked up by Campbell, though. Taps to Hurley. Hurley pushes it into corner. Given a greeting by Hay. And it's railed up and around where True cross ice to Freer. Freer on his own blue line. Roby still has it. Roby leaves for Campbell. Feeds to the corner where Roby picks it up behind the net. Tripped up. Can't collect it. And it's turned over. No, McCog robs it up the blue line. But unfortunately, the Stampede had gone off for a change. Here's a chance for Resky Jones over the blue line. Jones loses it to Wimmer.
Oh, we got Blake Campbell out there on defense now as well.
Clark behind the net. No, Freer behind the net, sorry. And off of a skate where McCog picks it up over the red line. McCog over the blue line. McCog shot, trying to get it upstairs and just high.
Nice little toe drag there. Oh, good stick by Chalice there to break that play up.
Chalice leaves behind the net for Burns. Burns waiting for the line change. Feeds McIntosh on the red line. McIntosh over the blue line.
Ross.
And
slots it.
McIntosh, the wizard, with his magic wand, tucks it under Grace's pads. It
makes it look easy.
That's his second tonight, I believe. That puts it 4-1.
That does put it 4-1. 7 minutes 30 left in this game.
So there's still time, but the Swarm are going to have to crack this vault.
Yeah, I mean, we're watching a repeat from last night, except in the opposite direction, really, aren't we?
Yes. Sandoy rails it around. And Atwell pushes it to the corner. Behind the net goes Burns with it now. Freer.
3 players on Ross there, and
Ross still muscles
almost
his way.
comes away with it.
He's still hustling for it.
Yeah.
And ends up with it. Center to Freer. Freer backhands it. Puck in front. Shot again by McIntosh. Puck rolls around and it's cleared up and collected by Amston. Great hands there where True has it in his own zone. Everybody's regrouping after that huge onslaught. Marsh up to the red line. Amston with it now in his own zone. Takes it behind the net, being heavily dogged by Hopkinson. Up to the red line. Hay has it. Hay cross to Thuler. Thuler pushes it up to Hopkinson. Can't collect it. And icing is the call.
Oh, yep.
I was talking to the refs in between the periods, this last period. And they were trying to think of an adjective, and spicy came up. The game is quite spicy.
It is spicy.
Feisty and spicy.
Yeah, they're saying it's quite a fast game as well.
Yeah. Yeah, and that it seems to be the physicality slowed down in the third.
Yes.
And
everyone's looking for the pass instead of the hit.
Yeah. Behind the net, Stuhler. Feeds Hopkinson on the red line.
You know, a lot of tiredness coming into it as well. You know, we're at the, last stage of 2 back-to-back games, hard-fought games so far.
Very hard fought.
Could be a bit of fatigue.
Freer can't. Oh, called on 6. That's unfortunate for the Swarm. 6 men on the ice, which means they'll have a penalized player, and D'Amato will be taking that for the Swarm. Just what they didn't need. They needed to have some forward momentum.
Absolutely, and they don't need D'Amato in
No.
the box either.
Right. So they got Hopkinson, Sandoy.
Thurlow's out there. March.
Yes.
And then Freer, McIntosh, and Ross. Chalice and Amston on the back end.
Amston collects it in his own zone as Swarm clear it nicely. Feeds Chalice. Chalice to McIntosh down that right side. Drags behind the net. Cross.
Oh,
Chalice misread
Chalice,
that bounce.
but yeah, misread that bounce, yeah.
Back to Amston. Amston across the Chalice. Blue line. Chalice walks it to the corner. Being harassed by Sandoy. McIntosh on the far boards. Flick to Amston. McIntosh. Chalice. McIntosh. Amston's going to take this shot. No. McIntosh. And it's deflected into the net.
And someone gets a souvenir to take home.
McIntosh had to stop it with his skate, so it wasn't quite on target. But
not quite.
He wanted to one-time that. So, I see they're not changing. So, Freer, Chalice, Ross, Amston, and McIntosh.
Yeah, well, I feel like this, if any line's going to get it done, it's definitely going to be this one.
Wimmer pushes it out, where Amston has to collect it on the red line. Across to Chalice. Chalice feeds McIntosh on the blue line. McIntosh walks it in. I almost used the S words.
Yes.
It looked like it went in.
It did look like it went in, yes.
And Johnson, great work there to block that passing scenario. And McIntosh with it. Moves it all the way over the... Still has it. McIntosh shot. Burns along the boards.
Oh,
LeCoq can't center. Turned up by Steen. Steen, long shot. Burns collects it. Takes it behind the net.
And 1 second, and that will be the end of the penalty kill or power play.
Well done to the Swarm, killing that. And Burns.
Yeah, they did a good job there, because, I mean, it's not like they were under a lot of pressure the entire time.
Collected by Ross. Behind the net is Rusky Jones. Sorry, Roby, not Ross. And it's flicked.
It's on net, so no icing. Good move.
Burns. Kupchev sitting, has Burns bailed up, pushing Burns behind the net and here's a chance for
Rusky Jones going deep.
Tries to wrap around. Nothing in it though. And it rolls behind the net to Sandoy. Sandoy off the boards. And offside, it's a call, and it'll be a delay. It'll be a intentional offside or not. We'll see. Well, my goodness, great end-to-end hockey. Great work.
2 minutes 47 left in the game as well.
Great work by the Swarm to kill that penalty. there was Stampede was all over them, but they just kept pushing it out. Wimmer across to Simon. Over the blue line. Simon centering off a skate. McIntosh taps it up to Ross. Ross, he's got Wimmer to beat. Slams on the brakes, waits for some classmates, teammates.
Nice.
And it's tangled up in the corner.
4-1. I don't think we're going to have Swarm pull the goalie here.
Well, Wimmer over the blue line.
Ghost got a hand up though, so we'll see.
Takes it behind the net. Burns taps to Freer. Clark taps to Freer. Ross just passes to Freer, and Ross bumped off the puck by McDonald.
Oh, Clark, good work there, tying up Hopkinson.
And Kozak marches it in over the blue line.
Rusky Jones again.
And icing is the call. So that was an attempt at a big Hail Mary.
Big Hail Mary.
Forward pass. So we're looking at 4-1. 1 minute and 40 some seconds left. Face off to the left of Brooks. Hamston brushes off. One of the players, and Matt McCogg does some serious work along the boards to get the puck to the corner. And the Swarm in the neutral zone. Krishnarik over the blue line. Thuler with it. Krishnarik in the corner with it. Krishnarik feeds the center.
Oh,
and he fans on the shot.
Hands on the shot. Puck's
But it's still
loose.
loose. And here's a chance. Oh, Chalice had a little bit of momentum. With 1 minute, 2 seconds left. Excitement to the end.
Was it what? Big push from the Swarm there.
And Chalice had a little bit of momentum going forward, but
No, I
think
with the net coming off, once Stampede gained
possession,
they blew it down.
So the face-off will be to the left of Brooks, deep in Stampede zone. Puck rolls around behind the net. Up but not out, and finally tapped out. And it came off a skate, so it's waved off. Marsh with it in his own zone, takes it behind the net. Marsh with it, still behind his own net.
Have another look. Just running down the time now, 39 seconds to go.
Sandoy, March feeds it up to Johnson. True, rails it up. A cross ice feed to Chalice. Chalice over the blue line. Chalice takes that shot, and big rebound, but nobody can collect it. And Sandoy takes it, trips, and takes it to the corner.
Nice, good shot there from Robbie. Campbell back in.
Keeping it in. Robbie with it. Back to the point, and that ends it. Burns didn't get the shot.
Nice.
Wow, exciting game.
Exactly. Swapped over from last night. So, yeah.
They split the series.
And after last night, that's the best we could hope for the Stampede, is for them to come and split. Swarm, I don't think they'll be disappointed by that effort.
Oh my goodness, no.
Sometimes it swings your way, sometimes it doesn't. They had plenty of opportunities, couldn't quite convert. Grace did a great job backing him up in net.
Aston Brooks outstanding as well.
Just stood on his head as well. So, I mean, I think this is going to be a spicy matchup for the rest of the season, these two teams here. Throw Dunedin into the mix as well. Christchurch, who knows? Admirals.
Yes,
It's anyone's game after the first weekend.
anyone's game.
Anyone's game.
Well, this ends the first, I guess, the regular season.
Yeah, home opener for the Stampede.
Yes, and split games. Stampede are up to Christchurch next weekend.
Yeah, Christchurch next weekend.
And so,
And then we've got Wakatipu Wild and Auckland Steel down here.
right, it's all on hockey for everyone.
So if you're in Queenstown, make sure you come and get your tickets and
Come support.
come support the mighty Wild,
Yep, no.
or Auckland if that's what you're into. You know.
Stop it. There'll be no more of that.
Yeah,
talk.
about to say
That nonsense.
you can definitely be one-sided with that conversation.
Yeah. And best of luck for next weekend to all the teams.
Absolutely.
This ends our broadcast for tonight. I'm Dave Dumnick.
I'm Joel LeBreton.
Next home game, we'll talk to you then.
See you later.